If you are thinking about visiting Hope, BC, or you're just stopping over here on a road trip, I highly recommend this small town in BC, Canada, because there are actually quite a few cool things to do. So number one is the Rotary Nature Trail. This is just about a 1 kilometer trail. We found some fresh blackberries on here. So if you're lucky enough to go in August like we did, these are probably some of the best blackberries I've had in my life. This walking trail is super easy. You don't have to worry about any incline or switchbacks. So it's really nice and beautiful and covered in nature, and it goes along the Fraser River. So it's quite beautiful. There's even a bit of beach again in the summer. It depends on what time of year you go. And then number two is visit the Blue Moose Cafe. We loved this cafe. They had vegan options. They had tons of pastries. But if you don't go there, there's another cafe right across the street, the Hope Mountain Cafe. And number three is walk in town and see the wood carving. So First Blood, Rambo was actually filmed in Hope, BC, and this is really their claim to fame. So of course there's a Rambo carving, but they have so many amazing wood carvings. I believe this is the chainsaw wood carving capital of Canada or something like that. I mean, I'm not surprised. There were amazing, just incredible wood carvings all over the place. You can hardly even look at them all. There's so many and they're so intricate and amazing. That's all downtown, so it's pretty fast and easy to walk through those as well. Number four is Memorial Park. Again, this is in the downtown core of Hope, which again is quite small, but it's just a really short, I would say 10-15 minute walk, and right in the middle of this walking path, Memorial Park, which has an area for kids to play, but they also had a Japanese garden, which was beautiful. Didn't take long to walk through that, about 10 or 15 minutes. And I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a view of those beautiful, gorgeous, stunning mountains in the background. And there's another Rambo carving there. I just thought it was noteworthy. They do have Tesla charging stations for electric vehicles in Hope, BC. Now, number five, if you're up for a hike, I would highly recommend the Hope Lookout Trail, because look at how lush and green that is. We live in Kelowna, so it's dry, and we do not have all of these ferns and beautiful things on our hike. So we absolutely loved it. I would give yourself about 2 to 3 hours for this, and I would say it's intermediate to experienced. It's got a lot of switchbacks. There's quite a bit of effort. We had lunch at the top, and it was a beautiful, beautiful hike. Then we went back to our Airbnb, got changed, and started walking over to the brewery. So along the way, we just saw some beautiful murals. Like, look at how incredible this artwork is, and a gorgeous little farm along the way. You know, there was so much to see. Once we arrived at the Mountain View Brewing Company, of course, they had a Rambo beer for First Blood, and they had a bunch of games there as well. And I was so surprised, they had a bunch of vegan options. I wasn't expecting to find that in Hope, BC, so I was very pleasantly surprised. And they were dog friendly. Everything in this list so far has been dog friendly. They had a nice sourdough, and my husband was really happy with the grilled cheese sandwich as well. But they had a bunch of other options if you want something different. And they had a ton of different games. So we did sit out on the patio. They have night events as well. There's not a lot of nightlife in Hope, BC, because it is a small town. I know there were a bunch of other hikes and beautiful things to do in the area, but there's me picking some more of those amazing blackberries. I hope you guys loved this video and found it helpful. Just make sure you hit that like and subscribe button below.